We are live. Welcome, everybody. This is going to be our Far Cry 5 and Avengers kind of thoughts and predictions video. Probably a quick one. Got Venom here. See what's up, Venom?
What's up?
We're all dressed up as our Far Cry characters, or well, not his so much. He played a girl. Played a girl. Anyways, so Far Cry. The only Far Cry game I'd played before this was Far Cry 4 for like, I think 8 hours, and it was a cool game. Like I liked flying around in that flying like little lawn chair or whatever, but it was kind of like, I didn't care about the story. Like I didn't care what was going on. I'm like, why don't I just get out of here? What's your experience with the Far Cry series there, Venom?
I played 3 and 4.
Okay, and you beat 4 all the way through, right?
Yeah.
I never played 3, and I still haven't beat 4. But so Far Cry 5, what did you think?
I thought it was really good. I don't think it was better than 3,
Oh, really?
but compared to 4, I think it was a lot better.
Where did 3 take place?
I don't know
like
the
tropical...
location, but it was like a tropical island.
Is that the one where
The
like
setting was really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know someone else like that. They like tropical. Anything that takes place like Black Flag, they tend to like those settings.
Yeah.
I really liked the theme of this game, and I liked all the characters. I liked the story. I felt motivated to help. I liked the way it was structured with the 3 different zones, and each one had kind of like its own group of like resistance or whatever, and its own like bad guys kind of.
Yeah.
And I also liked the topography. Like it went from river valleys to like plains and farms, and then like mountains and forests.
Yeah, I think that it was. It's like Far Cry games are all usually the same. This was probably the most different.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because from my knowledge, there never really was a territory like that where you go take out tenants before you like face the bad guy.
Oh, well, I thought that's cool. It's a very simple, easy to understand, easy to follow story structure, right?
Yeah.
And I like the
You pretty
resistance.
much get the gist right off the bat.
Yeah, yeah, man. Even if you're like wasted, you can get it. Like the resistance points, it's like you can free people, you can get destroy properties, you can do outposts, like anything you want. Like however you get those points, it's up to you. So I love the freedom to do that.
Yeah, Far Cry 4 was a bit confusing with what you were doing, and like, is this a main mission? What is this?
Yeah, I didn't know what the main missions were. What was it? Well, I'm like, why can't we go to the north? What's going on? Why don't I just leave? I don't know. This game, I really liked it, man. I found it like kind of hilarious at parts. I really liked all the hunting. I really complain about that in GTA that there's no wildlife,
Yeah.
and they better put it back in Red Dead Redemption because they had it in the first one. So if they take it back out, then that's going to be a step down. So they better have, especially after Far Cry, man.
Yeah, the whole hunting aspect is really cool. I think that's what Far Cry's always been good at.
What'd you think about the villains? Like, who was your favorite of the 4?
I really like Jacob.
Oh, Jacob up
Jacob
north.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought he was the, like, he seems more like a villain than Face for sure.
Jacob, really?
Face was kind of weird. Yeah.
I actually almost felt bad for Jacob because he had PTSD, and I feel like his family used him. I felt like John was the most evil one, skinning
Yeah,
people.
John was, yeah, he was creepy.
skinning people like and pasting it on the wall and licking it. Ah. I'm like, oh
Well, Joseph, the main guy, that guy's intimidating, man.
yeah. Well, he was the craziest. He was just the most
He's
like
freaky.
yeah. But I actually found Faith to be like her region the most interesting. I like the zombies. I like the trippiness of it. I like how like she'll just appear out of nowhere and then turn into like a Wolverine.
Yeah, but at times when I do outposts in that area, you'll just be hiding and then a fucking cougar will appear next to you. It could get frustrating sometimes.
I kind of liked it because it kept me on my toes and it would constantly freak me out. Like that was the only area where I actually felt kind of scared, like walking around. Like the more you clear it, the less it happens. But while you're clearing it, it's like you never know, man. Anything, she'll just appear and you're like, oh my god, there she is. It was like it was actually kind of scary.
Yeah,
It,
Faith. I think all the characters are good.
yeah, yeah, they were. I also like how like once you start to take over an area, like the good guys become more aggressive. So if anything happens, if there's like a drug truck, they'll chase it down and shoot, blow it up. What'd you think of the platinum, the journey to platinum? Because we both platinumed this on the same day, pretty much.
Yeah,
I kind of pushed you to platinum it with me. I dragged you through the
yeah,
mud.
I wouldn't have done the platinum if you didn't say anything. It was kind of easy, surprisingly.
It is. This is rated like one of the guys who does platinum videos. He said it's like a 3 out of 10 in difficulty. Because when you think about it, when did I start playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Like I checked, I got my first trophy basically on the first day, um, and that was February 19th, and I still don't have the platinum. This game barely came out like what like the 30th or when did we
Yeah,
get? Yeah, like the
less than a
30th.
month.
Yeah, it took us like 3 weeks versus like 3 months for Assassin's Creed. So it's really easy. There was nothing too grindy about it. Like getting to level 20, I did it in one night. Like after you went to bed and Kusa got off, I went back in arcade mode and I got level 20.
Yeah, I think there were a lot of things that they could have made achievements in that game. But surprising, because Far Cry 4, looking at the trophies, they're not that bad, but they're definitely a lot more difficult than this.
Really, I heard actually Far Cry 4 is pretty easy. It's one of the most achieved platinums.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like the I don't know, it's like the 10th most common platinum or something like that. And
I might have to
oddly,
go platinum on that game.
I might do it, but I don't know if I like it enough to do it. I still got to finish Assassin's Creed, and then I got to decide what I'm going to do next. I might hop back on. I never finished Metal Gear Solid, but anyway, yeah, the Platinum Quest wasn't that bad. The arcade stuff, I actually like the co-op, like the mini missions. Like the journeys and the outposts. I thought those were cool.
Yeah, the outposts were always my favorite, and all the Far Cries.
Yeah, I thought those were fun, and even the journeys. Like I like doing the missions with a friend. The multiplayer itself was like kind of indifferent. I was just kind of grinding away till we could get the 10 wins. You know?
Yeah, but it was cool to see some of the maps people created because that Assassin's Creed one that
Oh yeah, that was
we
cool.
played was pretty
I got
cool.
that. Yeah, I got that in one of the streams too. But then you get like that Mad Max one. They're like, "Oh, it's supposed to be empty." I'm like, "Dude, you're just being lazy." That's like me
Yeah.
calling one empty field map. And then I just put like a can in the middle. Look, it's just supposed to be that way. Stupid, stupid, lazy people. All right, what would you rate the game overall on 0 to 100, with 50 being average, right?
Uh, I'd give it a 78.
Yeah, I think I give it an 80. So we're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an yeah, it's 80 because an 80 is an A technically is an A minus minus in my book. Yeah, I give it an 80, man. And I actually still would go back. It's a game I would go back just to, even though it's already platinum, right? I like that it doesn't make you 100% everything like Assassin's Creed. I have to go get every little chest. It's like, nah, just do half of them, you know?
See,
It's
that's
like,
what I was thinking you'd have to do. I was expecting, oh, one of these achievements, we're gonna have to get every single mission, all these,
oh, no, dude,
but I didn't, so I was
like
surprised.
like the Clutch Nixon ones, you only have to do one in each region. You don't have to do them all because those vehicle ones, you know, you know what? This gets a 75 because of the terrible. It just went down 5 points because of the terrible vehicle handling. Who in the hell? It's like a tank. I feel like it's like a tank. Like if the front of your vehicle hits a tree and turns, like it's like you're still facing the way that you were going, even though the vehicle turned. Like if you're a tank, right? Like your torso, it spins around your waist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's like a tank. It doesn't. It's stupid. The flight controls are fine, although there were a couple times because I'm so used to GTA. I think you descend with square, right, in GTA, and
Uh,
don't you descend with square
it's
or
L2.
L2? What's square in GTA? They like change weapons.
Switching guns.
Well, anyways, I think I tried to do that or something in Far Cry, and I I just got out of the chopper and started falling, and I died. But the flight controls are not bad. Once you get used to them, it's actually really good for like ripping people apart, like on the ground, because you can control your pitch and yaw independently.
Yeah, flying a helicopter in that game, once you get the hang of it,
It's
it's
actually
really easy.
yeah. It's actually, I would even say it's easier than GTA for the choppers. So whoever did the
Oh,
choppers did a good job, because the
yeah,
choppers
but if
GTA.
you get used to Far Cry choppers and you switch to GTA like I did last night, that was a terrible experience. Like
Yeah,
apples and oranges.
yeah, but the driving is way better in GTA.
Oh, by a long shot.
Yeah, I don't know why. All they would need to do to fix it in Far Cry is to just push a button and the camera just locks on the hood, and you have a first person from the hood view, you know? And boom, problem
Yeah.
solved. Instead, they do this weird shit where, like, one controls the car and the other one controls the camera in the car. That is dumb. That's stupid. Don't do it. I don't like it. I don't like it. All right. So 75 and 78, and you heard that you would have got an 80 there, Ubisoft, but your driving sucks. I forgot how frustrating that was. So that sucks. And also, people don't. It's fine. Level 20. I feel like the amount of grinding required for multiplayer was okay. I feel like Assassin's Creed. Oddly, I popped 3 of them in like a 2-hour session. I had to clear basically a campaign. It's an online campaign, and then the other 2 I just had to try out these 2 different modes, and it popped right away or whatever. But now I got to get to level 55, which I'm progressing kind of quickly. But anyway, on to the next topic. Avengers Infinity War. It's coming up. Rumors are all around. I bought a magazine. I kind of started to thumb through it. It's pretty cool. I read the Marvel Comics prelude to Infinity War, which was useless, almost useless. It basically just sums up where all the Infinity Stones are, which, if you've seen the movies, you know. I did find out, though, what Captain America's been doing in the meantime, ever since Civil War. You want to know? I don't think it affects
Yeah.
anything. He's been fighting terrorists in like Syria and Lebanon. Him, yeah, him, Black Widow and Falcon have been fighting terrorists and shit. They're trying to get Chitari tech weapons, and so they're just fighting. Oh, they're like undercover, not revealing. They're not like in costume. They
Yeah.
have like fucking, like those jihad masks over their face or whatever those scarves are, handkerchiefs, whatever they call it, butt wipes.
Fucking shababs or whatever.
Yeah, shish kebabs. Uh,
Shish
so, what are you looking for? Which you saw? Which Avengers movies? You've seen Thor, Ragnarok,
Yeah.
right? So you know that Loki has the Tesseract finally. You saw Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
You saw. I know we saw Civil War together, right? Although that
Yeah.
one, there was no Infinity Stone in that one. Did you see both of the Guardians of the Galaxy?
I didn't see number two, but I saw number one.
Okay, well the first one is actually more important because you remember they leave the orb with the Nova Corps.
So I'm trying to think. Were there any Infinity Stones in Doctor Strange?
Yep, the Time Stone. He's got it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
because that's I
he,
didn't see Doctor Strange.
okay. So Doctor Strange has the Infinity Stone. It's the Eye of Agamotto, which he wears around his neck sometimes, but he's got it locked in a vault, and it's being protected by wizards and shit. But really, it's in New York City. It's in his fucking. It's in his Sanctum Sanctorum. So, which is why I think Thanos goes there. Um, and then the Soul Stone, nobody knows where it's at. People speculate it's in Wakanda. It was in the meteor that crashed there. Did you see Black Panther?
No, I never got to see it.
You know, it's still in theaters. You can still go see it before you go see Avengers.
Oh shit. I didn't know it
Yep.
was still in theaters.
Mm-hmm. It's a great movie, man. That thing, I think it made more than Age of Ultron.
I did not like that movie, so I'm not surprised.
So let's see what else. The other one. So in Thor 2, did you see the Dark World?
Yeah. I
So
didn't like that one either.
I actually, that's one of my least. That's my second least favorite Marvel movie. Uh, they left. Remember, they left the ether with the Collector, Benicio del Toro's character at the end. So he's got that one. So that's sort of the five of the six that we know. Although they speculate that it's in Wakanda. And if you look from the trailers, right, he's already got two. Although some people say that Marvel tends to CGI things out. Like Thor in the trailers, you never notice, spoiler alert, that he has an eye missing in the movie. In that same scene, he's got both of his eyes in the trailer. But in the movie, he's already lost an eye.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so a lot of people are saying that they're CGIing out the stones and that Thanos has them all. Oh yeah, the Mind Stone is the other one. It's in Vision's forehead. You remember that
Yeah, that
from
one's the obvious one.
yeah. So somehow I think they're gonna get it because there's a scene in the trailers where they're like digging it out. So, from what are your predictions? What do you think happens in the movie? What do you think? Because I already got a lot of predictions. What I think happens. What do you think? How do you think it starts?
Oh, how it starts. They're probably gonna show Captain America in the beginning. That's my thought.
Like fighting terrorists?
It's yeah. It's probably just gonna be a catch up of what everybody's doing. Maybe see Peter Parker in high school or some shit. Cause I maybe I'm like remembering in one of the Avengers trailers you see him wearing his old Spider-Man suit.
Yeah. When he comes out the side of the bus, when he's just sitting
Yeah,
on that
so
bus.
he's on the bus. So maybe we're gonna see him because everybody knows how the Homecoming ends. He doesn't take the suit, so maybe we'll see him become
But
an Avenger.
he does. I think you already see that in one of the trailers. I think he's like, so I'm an Avenger now. I think isn't that in the trailer? And then
It
Tony's
could
like,
be. I haven't seen every single trailer.
yeah, and I think Tony's like, yeah, or something. He's not like, yeah, but he's like, yeah, yeah, sure, just go, or something. And we know he takes that suit. We see it in the trailer when he's in that big donut in the sky.
Yeah.
So he's got it on there. So we know that.
Yeah, so I'm sure we're gonna see him get the suit and everything. And I know a lot of people think someone's gonna die. Isn't it Captain America that everybody thinks he's gonna die?
Yeah, I'm actually, man. I hate that Marvel. They don't want to kill anybody, man. If they do, it's like a new character that they just made just to kill him. You know,
Yeah.
like
Like
Quicksilver.
the Quicksilver.
They're like, oh, that guy's cool. Oh, there he goes, he's dead. They don't. I don't know, dude. I feel like Captain America's too obvious. I feel like they might kill Tony Stark.
I could see them killing Iron Man, but that would just that would suck because I just love Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, but remember when you have the Infinities, you can change the universe. You can bring people back from the dead. You can do all sorts of stuff.
But then I would almost rather them keep him dead than use a stone to bring him back, because that it's just
And that cheapens the
every
death.
movie,
Yeah, then
every movie. Oh, he's dead. Oh no, he's back. Oh,
that's what happened in comic books. That's why a lot of people criticize Superman, the death of Superman in the 90s. After he died, like the comic book industry took a dump. And then like everyone's like, "Oh crap, what do we do?" They're like, "Let's just bring him back to life." And nobody could understand like and after that it's like, "Man, you could just bring people back just like that." So then everyone's like, "Oh, this character died for 3
well,
months."
like they
They came.
almost killed Iron Man in the first Avengers too. He like he goes all the way up into
Oh
space or
yeah.
some shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes into
And it's like, oh
space
man, he might be dead. No,
and then
he's
the black hole
alive.
or the black hole or the portal was closing and then Hulk got him.
Yeah, so if they did that again, it'd just be like, are you serious? Come on.
I actually do you think they'll kill Vision? Do you think when they pull that stone out, he's gonna die?
I could see them killing Vision, but to be honest, for a casual fan, I don't think
Be
that'd be as big
impactful.
of a shock. Yeah. Maybe to like the hardcore fans, that'd be an impactful death, but nowadays you need something that's gonna catch the eyes of casuals too.
yeah, I think Vision they're gonna pull the stone out, and I think he'll just shut off, and I think they'll put something else in there to
You know what
like
they could do to really piss people off is
power him
just
up.
kill Black Panther.
No, there's no for no way they're not gonna kill
That
him.
would piss people off.
They're not gonna kill Black Panther. There's no
Yeah,
freaking way.
they won't.
They're not gonna kill. So I'll tell you who they're not gonna kill. They're not gonna kill Black Panther, Black Widow, anything that starts with black. Let's see. uh, they might kill. They might kill. Luke or whatever her name is, the black bald chick. She's in Walking Dead. She was in Black Panther
Oh yeah.
as like his general. She might die. I think
Yeah, Spider-Man's not gonna die either.
Spider-Man's not gonna die. I don't think Doctor Strange will die, but he might, and they could bring him back. I think they might kill him, but he'll like do some spell, and really he got teleported into like some other universe. Oh, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp have to like shrink down into that multiverse thing to go save him or something in the next movie.
Oh jeez, you just cracked the whole code there.
And Hawkeye, you notice he's in all the magazines, but he's not in any of the trailers.
At this point, they could kill Hawkeye and I won't care.
But I feel like that's too easy. I feel like that's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Because they've teased killing him. Like, they show his family, and they're like, oh, they're going to kill him. There's this family. Oh, I was 2 days from retirement. Oh, you know.
It's 2 days from retirement. Yeah, it's a bit cliche.
Yeah, it's almost too... I think they're not going to... I don't think they'll kill the Hulk, either. Because he's just too much fun, and how the hell do you kill the Hulk, right?
Yeah, but his character's starting to bother me a bit, man.
What?
He
You
just
didn't like
shows
him
up
in...
in different movies.
You didn't like him in It's because Universal doesn't... Or that's because Universal has the rights to him. Marvel only has the
Yeah,
rights to put him in, like, another person's movie. They can't give him his own movie.
I know, but I just think it's silly how he's just that character who's just like he just shows up. That's cool.
Hey, look at me! I'm a, I'm a part of things
You
too.
forget about me?
What'd you think of Ragnarok, though? You liked Ragnarok?
Ragnarok was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude, and that soundtrack is great. I gotta buy it.
Oh, dude, that last battle and they start playing
Immigrant Song.
the yeah. Oh, it's just so cool.
Yeah, dude. If you think about it, dude, Asgard. That movie was like a bunch of loss, dude. Asgard's just spoiler alert. Asgard's just it's gone. It's done. There's no Asgard. The Guardians are all on that ship. And remember at the end, Thanos' ship gets drawn by by Loki, who has the Tesseract, and then you see a bunch of dead bodies. I think the Asgardians could be getting wiped out. I
Yeah,
think
that would be pretty dark.
well, Asgard's gone, right? All that's left is on that ship, and then you know
Yeah.
Thanos stops the ship, and you can see in the trailers they're stepping over like bodies, and then Loki hands him the Tesseract, which has the space gem in it. And then Thanos already has, and then you could see him crushing it in the trailer. And then he puts it in, and he's already got the Power Stone. So I actually think the movie starts off with Thanos and Gamora like years ago, and it tells the backstory of Thanos and who he is. And then
Oh, so
it,
you don't think it's gonna be like one of those movies where they have like like a 20-minute set up until like a lead up until you get to see the villain?
no, because at this point I think the Russos are confident that enough people have seen the movies, or that they're caught up by their friends that are taking them. I think they're going straight into Thanos. It's going to show why he is how he is, and then I think it's going to show him saying one day I'm a red on the bear, and then it's going to say na 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 na, and then it'll cut to I think you know what? I think it might actually cut to the Nova Corps, and Thanos is just walking, and then Glenn Close, remember the leader of the Nova Corps from the first Guardian? She's just like, she dies,
Yeah.
and there's John C. Riley, he dies, and then he gets the Power Stone right at the beginning, right? Because you know he already has it. So I think right at the start, boom, he's got the Power Stone. And then oh, look at this crazy guy in the chopper flying outside my window. Anyway, then I think he goes and he jacks up the Asgardians, uh, and he gets that stone. And then I think he goes to New York City to try and get the. Well, actually, he might not go to New York City. I think he sends his cabal to New York City, his Black Order, and they eventually get hold of Doctor Strange and take the Time Stone. Oh, you know who I think could die is Mr. Wong.
Mr. Wong. Why is that not familiar to me?
Because you haven't seen Doctor Strange. That's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like his sidekick.
Okay.
I think he'll die, and I think Doctor Strange, you'll think he's dead, but he went to like some other dimension, and he'll be trapped there till Ant-Man can get him later. And then I think,
No, they might kill one of the Guardians. I could see that.
oh yeah,
I can't think of his
they're
name, but
they're
Batista's
Drax.
character.
Yeah, Drax the Destroyer.
I could see him
Because
dying.
yeah, you know what? I think you're right. I think he's gonna die. You know why? Because remember how obsessed he was with killing Thanos? He's like, Thanos killed my family. I have to get Thanos. Like he's obsessed with that.
Oh, he's gonna have to have. He's gonna want to stand off with him or something,
Yeah,
man.
he's like, yeah, dude, he's gonna want to stand
Ah,
off, and everyone's gonna have a plan, and then Star Lord's gonna be like, no, Drax, don't. He's like, hey, for my food, and then he's just gonna blast him with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet, and he's gonna go in the smithereens.
his
Oh,
whole
dude,
body's just gonna explode.
yeah, dude, I think we got it. I think that's right.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's gonna want to stand off, cause he's like that. He was calling Ronan, he's like, "What's up? Let me see them hands." And then he got his ass kicked. And then I think he's gonna try that with Thanos, except Thanos is just gonna, he's just gonna kill him right. Yeah, dude, I think that's a good man. See, and no one's been thinking about that. You heard it here
Everybody
first.
concentrates on the other characters, not the Guardians.
Yeah, dude, and the Guardians are the most closely connected to Thanos, cause Gamora's his daughter. And you could see in the trailers, there's a scene where she's a little girl, right? She grabs his like finger. He basically conquers her planet and then adopts her.
Yeah. Well,
Nebula
I
might
think that's
die.
who's most likely gonna die.
Nebula might die too. The other
They need
sister.
to kill. They need to kill Captain America. They need a big death.
I think Drax could die. Nebula, Captain, and and Tony. I think those four.
That, see, the problem is there's never movies like, especially Marvel movies, where you're real. There's a villain and you're really like, oh shit, like he might actually just like fuck everything up.
Well,
Like,
Winter Soldier, man, he didn't screw around.
yeah, but at the same time, I knew nothing really serious was gonna happen with Winter Soldier.
Like, did you think Nick Fury, that scene, you didn't think he was dead?
Uh,
I thought he was. I thought
even
he
if
was
he
dead.
was, it wasn't I was still like, okay, they killed Nick Fury because he hasn't really been a big role as he was in like first Avengers or Iron Man 2,
Yeah.
so it wasn't as big of a deal. But in order for, I think, for people to really take Thanos seriously, is they have to kill like a big character, like a character that everybody knows, like
What?
Captain America, Iron Man,
Thor.
Thor. It's got to be one of them.
I
And
don't think
what's his
it'll.
name? The
I don't
actor of
think. I
Captain
don't.
America's talked about not playing him anymore. And same with Tony Stark.
No.
Robert
Tony
Downey
tried to
Jr.
leave and then he changed his mind because he tried to make his own studio and he made that movie The Judge and it flopped and he's like, ah, hi Marvel, remember me?
Yeah.
I think Chris too. I think Chris Evans as well. Like I think he's man. Why would you give that up? It's like you're on the New England Patriots during their like they've won like 5 Super Bowls in a row, say, and now you want to go to like to the Jaguars or something or I don't know some crap team.
Jaguars, the Browns.
The Browns. You want to go to the Browns from the Patriots? You know,
Yeah, it's true.
Browns, the color of shit. Like, no man, they're dumb if they leave, dude. Why would you quit a gig like that? Like everyone, look, I bet Terrence Howard is kicking himself in the ass because the reason he didn't come back is he wanted more money. And so they just replaced him with Don Cheadle, and now Don Cheadle, I guarantee you, more people know his face than Terrence Howard. You're like, who's Terrence Howard?
Yeah. Don't know who Terrence Howard is.
He was War Machine in the
Like,
first Iron Man. Rhodey.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind that actor.
He's a good actor, but dude, Don Cheadle now is. Wouldn't you like when you're watching all these Hollywood premieres and like what has Terrence Howard done? Like I think he did like a Medea movie and fucking some other stupid shit.
He's in some fucking Fox show, like a drama show.
Yeah, man, that ain't shit.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Like everyone and the dude, it's like they can't make a failure. And I actually feel bad for some of the actors like Chris Hemsworth. He keeps trying to make other movies and they're all fucking awful. Like every movie he does outside of Avengers, it's like and it's not him, it's just they're all dumb. I remember he was in one about a haunted house or something. And he's like, I'm gonna jump this motorcycle and get help.
No, 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 no. That was Cabin in the Woods. That was
Yeah.
meant to be stupid funny. I thought Cabin in the Woods was a great movie.
Like
That was
he crashes
such
into
a
a
great
force
scene where
field
he's,
and
I'm
dies.
gonna jump.
And I was like, oh,
That movie was awesome. I fucking love that movie.
dude. And then don't they go to something and all these creatures get out and like it was supposed to be a
Yeah.
video game or something.
No, like it was like an evil lab like where they held tests. Like they would bring people into those cabins and they would release those monsters on those people.
Yeah.
And the souls of those people that they were sacrifices to like the gods or else the world would end.
Ah, yeah, that's what it
It was
was.
really, it was really crazy. It was weird.
Anyway, don't give up an Avengers gig is the point. Like,
Or you'll fucking drive into a force field and die.
yeah, yeah, dude. No, no. Who else has been replaced? Oh, like, what's his face? The Hulk. Like, Ed
There's been like
Norton.
three Hulks.
Yeah, but Eric Bana was not part of the MCU. That was an independent Universal movie. There was Ed Norton, but the thing with Ed Norton is he was kind of already a big star. Like
Yeah,
I think Mark Ruffalo gained more than what Ed Norton lost because Ed Norton still has his kind of status. You know, he was already like an A-list celebrity,
yeah.
so he didn't need it. What Marvel did was it took like C-list. Like, who was Chris Evans before that? He was the Human Torch, and he would always play these stupid jocks in those, like, not another teen movie, right?
Yeah.
And then Robert Downey was an A-lister, but then his career was, like, in the gutter, and then this brought him back. And Scarlett Johansson was, like, you know, she was kind of like, oh, yeah, she's kind of that hot girl, you know. But now she's, like, superstar. Chris Hemsworth was nobody. Mark Ruffalo was like, you only knew him from like that guy was in this one movie, that Jim Carrey movie. Yeah, like that's kind of how people knew him.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. was kind of like a comeback when he
It
first.
was, yeah, it was a
It was
comeback.
just like, oh shit, Robert Downey Jr. Like, he's gonna be a superhero? What?
Oh yeah, dude, he was like he's the king of comebacks. He's like the comeback kid. No one's ever made a bigger comeback because he had been fired from Ally McBeal, then he got fired from somewhere else, and then he went to jail and like, dude, this is a great comeback story.
Yeah.
Uh, So yeah, I think you're right. I think we're both saying Drax will die. I'm saying Nebula will die, and I think who do you think is more likely to die, Cap or Tony?
Uh, jeez. I would say Captain America. I
Okay,
think they're gonna kill him.
you you might be right.
It's it's hard to say though, but I would have to
You
lean.
might be
It's like
right.
51-49.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people think it's going to be one of those two or both. Do you think both?
That would be like a total Walking Dead. Like, spoiler alert with the whole bat situation when Negan's like, all right, one person's gonna die. Who's it gonna be? They kill the person, and then next thing you know, second guy dies. They kill two big characters. And it's like, oh
Yeah,
shit. I think it's just gonna be one.
and
I
then
think
Drax.
killing Cap and Iron Man would be too big of a hit. If you think about it, you're losing two huge franchises right there.
Yeah, they're the top two heroes. They're the top two favorites typically. And a lot
Yeah,
of
so
people
you're
say Cap.
killing.
A lot of people say Cap has surpassed Iron Man in popularity, depending what survey you look at.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm always gonna be Team Iron Man. I can
Ah,
see that.
yeah, but I do think Drax is gonna go. Also,
Yeah,
they're gonna kill some
Drax for
tertiary
sure.
characters. I think Drax, and then Oluye, whatever her name is, that the black lady. I think she'll die, and I think Nebula's gonna go, and then either Cap
Well,
or
yeah.
Iron Man.
We'll have to look back on our predictions once we see the movie.
Yeah, and
See
I
how
think
close we are.
Doctor Strange will vanish, but he's not dead. He goes somewhere else. He's gone, and Vision I think either gets deep powered or I don't think he dies. I think he might just they take the shit out and then he's like, I have no more batteries, and like they find a way. So, like Tony Stark will put something else in there, put a arc reactor or something, and then he'll was like, oh okay, I'm back now.
Unless the only way to save him is Tony, and then Tony dies, and then it's like, oh, he can't be saved.
Yeah. Then I don't think Scarlet Witch will die. Um, I don't think Black Widow, Black Panther, or Spider Man. Uh,
No, I mean,
Ho-
Scarlett Johansson's her time is up.
Dude,
Hashtag time's up.
you know they're making
It's
her
time for her to
they're
go.
gonna give her own movie.
Oh, they are. Ah,
Yeah, I think it's a terrible idea because I feel like that time is gone. I feel it's
it's too late for that.
yeah, I feel like it's an extremely bad idea, and it's gonna come across that they're now that they're pandering to the like. Remember how I was saying like, where are we into the blah blah blah? Like that's how it's gonna come
Yeah.
across. If you were gonna give her own movie, you should have done it already. Now you're going back and you're retconning just to appease people. And that is when you're gonna start to fall apart as a franchise. Once you start
A
with that
Scarlet
shit.
Witch movie makes more sense than a Scarlet or a Black
Yeah,
Widow
yeah. I think
movie.
I'm fine with the female-led character. Like I'm excited about Captain Marvel. I think Captain Marvel's awesome. I think another chance they missed was instead of Ant-Man, they should have done Wasp. She could have got her own movie because she's a little bit more badass than having Paul Rudd kind of go like, "Hey, huh? What? Welcome to Baskin Robbins." you
Baskin Robbins.
know?
I'm Paul Rudd.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think what's her face would have been better as Wasp, and she's already played like badass characters like that elf in The Hobbit. It's Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's my predictions. So,
okay, we'll
you
see.
ready to wrap this,
When
this bitch
yeah,
up?
yeah, I'm going on Thursday, so you should try and go Thursday.
All right.
And
I'll
I'm
look
gonna
at showings on Thursday.
yeah, I'm gonna yeah. Well, you gotta buy them ahead of time, man. This is gearing up to beat Force Awakens, so I hope you guys got tickets. I'm watching it Thursday, and I'm doing a review Thursday. Hopefully, you can join me.
I
Cause
will
my
definitely try.
yeah, cause I have a PS4 buddy that he's the one I told you mostly just plays nerd games, but he's going with me, so he might hop right on, and hopefully you can join us. Anyways,
Yeah,
well,
there's a shit ton of showings on Thursday, so
yeah,
I'll try to make one of those.
yeah. All right, everybody, like and subscribe, hit the bell, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel, and we'll see you guys Thursday to talk more to see what happened with our Avengers predictions. All right, later, bye.